We're out and about and it's time to do some urban birding. It's about 7:30 in the morning and we're in Rome, the Eternal City. The spice spot at the moment is called Villa Borghese and it is a known spot around the world. It's one of the famous urban parks of Europe. And I thought, do you know what? This would be a great place to go birding. You can probably hear the parakeets already. Obviously present throughout Europe, including the UK. Absolutely everywhere. And just want to basically violate your ears. But we're going to go see what birds we can see throughout Rome. You'll see some of the cool sights, such as where Julius Caesar got assassinated. And hopefully some really cool birds. So I'm here at the Temple of Acephalus, an absolutely gorgeous location, a couple of Muscovy duck around, which is incredible. Frustrating thing for me right now, I can hear that there's a firecrest around me. I've never seen a firecrest. They're a bit rarer in the UK, especially where I live. Seen plenty of gold crests, but the firecrest is the one that eludes me. And you know, there's a slight difference in them, but it's in a tree over here. However, you see the height in some of these trees, and you can see why it becomes so difficult. So I'm going to show you a tree in a second, and it's the trees that were essentially planted by the Romans, or pruned by the Romans as such, because they call them canopy trees essentially. And you'll be able to see why in a minute, because they just basically really, really tall trees sit in the whiter tree in the middle here. And what they do is they provide lots of shade, which is obviously great because it is absolutely disgustingly warm here. It's been about 34 degrees each day I've been here. But of course, it provides the problem of trying to see birds that are that high up. Nonetheless, we're going to continue our journey and see if we basically can get the firecrest, because that would be absolutely incredible. And another one for my list. Well, that's the worst ever photo of a firecrest. I spent 40 minutes looking at the same tree because I could keep on hearing it. When I say it's high up, it's high up. And when you're looking through a lens, you'll take anything you can get at the end of the day. I did see one in a better position, but then it got dive bombed by a parakeet and spooked off and went away, so not ideal, but did get to see one with my eyes, so I'm pretty happy with that. Absolutely stunning birds. Along with the gold crest, Europe's smallest bird, and weigh about the same as a 20p piece, which is incredibly mad. We're going to keep on moving now and see what else we can get through Rome. Next up for us was the Vatican, and with the gardens I thought there could be plenty of birds, and I wasn't wrong. But as we're going through the Sistine Chapel, I did notice a lot of bird iconography on the walls, hoopoes appearing quite a lot. So I've done a bit of research, and apparently hoopoes are a symbol of fallen nature, the dangers of uncleanliness, and God's redemptive power. So that made sense why I saw it quite a lot throughout Sistine Chapel. So the Vatican is absolutely gorgeous and incredible. There's bigger gardens that you can't really get to. However, the birds here were fantastic. The hooded crow in particular was gorgeous for me. So we know they're now theoretically a subspecies of the carrion crow and not a separate species anymore. There's a whole reclassification thing that happened quite recently. So what you can see now is the location that Caesar was assassinated. What is now known as the Lago de Torre Argentina. And where I thought I might see more birds, it makes sense now. Apparently, doing a bit more research on it, there's a colony of cats here. So it made sense why there wasn't a huge amount of birds there, although I did get this gorgeous interaction with a blackbird. I couldn't come birding in Rome without going to the legendary birthplace of the city, Palatine Hill. And it's where it towers above the Roman Forum. And you know what? What an incredible place for birds. I feel really humbled to be here.
No, now we're going to the very top. Okay, now we're good.
I just want to thank everyone for watching. Please do subscribe if you are new. And please don't hesitate to go check out Rome. I will do some urban birding in your local area. There is a lot to see and a lot to find. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one.